IBA grads, gateway to your desired future.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. This is Sayyid Mohammad Wasim Hussain from yet another part of Current Affairs 2020 and 21. We'll discuss some of the important events happening in around Pakistan and outside Pakistan as well. So these include some of the major things happening around the world. So first of all, let us talk about US and Iran. We all know about US and Iran relations since past few years, and but now it took a major turn, and the US has agreed to take part in multilateral talks with Iran, hosted by European Union, with the aim of negotiating both countries' return to the 2015 nuclear deal that is close to falling apart in the wake of the Trump administration. So the new president Joe Biden has taken a new turn towards the relationships with Iran, and they have agreed to engage in the talks for the nuclear deal of 2015. Moving on, the relations between US and Pakistan have been important since many years. But the newly appointed office holder of the presidency of United States, Joe Biden, ignored Pakistan in his first government summit on climate change, which was held on 22nd and 23rd of April. The US president has invited 40 heads of state and governments, including leaders of India, Bangladesh, Bhutan from the South Asian region. But there has not been any conversation or any invitation from Joe Biden to Imran Khan. Then let us talk about the Modi's visit to Bangladesh and the protests carried out in Bangladesh. The protests were led by Islamist students of madrasas, religious schools, accusing PM Narendra Modi of pursuing anti-Muslim policies. They are not against India, to be particular, but the visit of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The reporters and the analysts say that they would not have alienated so much if it was Indian president and not the prime minister. So the main issue is the PM of India, not the whole India. The next thing in line is the Pakistani rupee performing better in front of the US dollar. Pakistani rupee has emerged as the world's best performing currency as it appreciated the most against the US dollar in the past 3 months, ended 31st March. Like January, February, and March, in 10 months, में Pakistani rupee was the best performing currency against US dollar. Then let us talk about the friendship of our Prime Minister Imran Khan and MBS Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Prime Minister Imran Khan received a telephone call from Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, which invited the Prime Minister of Pakistan to Saudi Arabia. Both leaders discussed bilateral ties. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister wrote a letter to Saudi royals lauding their Saudi Green Initiative and Green Middle East Initiative. According to the Prime Minister's office, the Crown Prince inquired about the Prime Minister's health and wished him a speedy recovery. And Prime Minister Khan also inquired about the well-being of the Crown Prince, who had recently undergone a surgical procedure. Moving on to Umrah. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on Monday announced new terms and conditions for visitors and Umrah pilgrims in the wake of surging coronavirus cases. As per the new guidelines that will come into effect from the 1st of Ramadan, only those who have received coronavirus vaccines will be allowed to enter the holy mosques of Masjid al-Nabi and Masjid al-Haram. Let us talk about the Pakistani Democratic Movement (PDM), formed by different parties. Differences within the PDM on the nomination of opposition leader in the Senate came to surface on Sunday when both the Pakistan Muslim League and and the People's Party publicly claimed their rights to the key office. The two parties have started lobbying for the office, and PPP chairman Lawal Bhutto Zardari has talked to the heads of some smaller parties in this regard. PPP admits that previously it had agreed to giving the office of the opposition leader to PMLN in return for nomination of Syed Yusuf Zaglani for the office of Senate chairman, but says that after his defeat, the situation has changed. PMLN Vice President Mariam Nawaz took up the matter with Jamiat Ulama Islam Chief Maulana Fazlur Rahman at a meeting with him in Jati Umrah, Lahore on Sunday. Talking to reporters later, she said the decision that the office would go to PMLN had already been taken and would not be reserved. So this is the beginning of the deadlock and between the Democratic Party of PDM. Then let us talk about the famous sugar scandal. FIA has detected that rupees 110 billion earning by the sugar mafia during the last 1 year through speculative pricing, and on Wednesday constituted 20 teams to lay hands on those involved in it. The FIA Anti-Corruption Circle registered an FIR against in estranged PTI leader Jahangir Tareen's JDW Group and Gourmet Bakers and Sweets Private Limited, Lahore. Shehbaz Sharif's family is also under the radar of FIA, including his son, which you can see on screen in quite some anger, Hamza Shehbaz. The last topic for today's discussion is NA75 Daska repolling. In the by-election, Daska NA75 became a controversial territory on the election day, where the two of the biggest political parties, PMLN and PTI, accused each other of rigging. The decision came in favor of PTI, and PMLN requested re-election uh, by Election Commission of Pakistan, which it accepted under the certain circumstances. PTI challenged the Election Commission's Pakistan decision to order repolling to all polling stations in NA75. The petition was moved by PTI candidate from Daska who won in the elections, Ali Asjad Malhi. But the Supreme Court of Pakistan gave decision in favor of Election Commission of Pakistan and eventually in favor of PMLN. Then the repolling took place on 10th April and PMLN is said to be the winner of the elections according to the sources. So guys, hope this current affair video part 3 was useful for you and we tried to give some important news and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much.